Velvet runway through the city, neon glowing on your skin, soul lights reflecting in the river, like a dream we trap within. Black coffee stains upon the counter, rain still falling on the glass. Funny how we looked immortal while disappearing way too fast. Velvet runaway, still racing through my veins. Velvet runaway, nothing feels the same. Your silver rings upon the bed sheets, cold against my fingertips. Every little thing you left here still tastes like your lips. The 808s hit beneath the silence, heavy like a broken soul. Every late night conversation still leaves an empty hole. Lights of soul still burning in my mind. Lights of soul, the dangerous kind. I remember midnight subway stations, blue light shining in your eyes. Now every train across this city feels haunted every night. Girls outside the rooftop lounges, laughing underneath pink signs. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I replay old goodbyes. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to the people who ruin their life. Velvet runaway, still trapped inside my chest. Velvet runaway, the lonely never rest. Your voice notes still inside my headphones, soft against the midnight air. And every little thing you left here still makes me wish you cared. The synths drift slow like city thunder, floating heavy through the dark. Every chord sounds cold and empty like neon breaking through my heart. Lights of soul still haunting every night. Lights of soul, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight cross the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every rainy street after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever yet never lets you go. Velvet runaway, still burning in my chest. Velvet runaway, the lonely never rest. Diamond shadows, diamond shadows on the ceiling, rain still falling past the glass. Your reflection in the whiskey, like a memory built to last. Black roses near the fireplace, lipstick stains upon the cup. Funny how a heart keeps breaking even after giving up. Diamond shadows still dancing through my mind. Diamond shadows leather jacket on the sofa. Still smells faintly like your smoke. Every little thing inside this penthouse leaves me shattered and alone. The 808 shake beneath the silence, heavy like a sleepless soul. Every message left unread now still leaves an empty hole. Rainy penthouse, cold wind against my skin. Rainy penthouse, where does healing begin? I remember rooftop conversations, blue lights glowing in your eyes. Now every skyline feels abandoned since our last goodbye. Girls outside expensive parties, diamonds shining in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause it burns too deep to fade. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to the chaos that they made. Diamond shadows still burning in my veins. Diamond shadows, nothing feels the same. Your voice knows still inside my phone now, soft against the midnight air. And every little thing you left here still makes me wish you cared. The synth drifts slow like city thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Rainy penthouse, still haunting every night. Rainy penthouse, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Diamond shadows still trapped inside my chest. Diamond shadows, the lonely never rest. Neon roulette in the penthouse, city glowing through the rain. Your reflection in the whiskey still dancing through my brain. Black silk falling near the bedroom, champagne dripping on the floor. Funny how we called it passion while destroying each other more. Neon roulette still spinning in my soul. Neon roulette, I'm losing control. Your perfume floating through the hallway, mixed with smoke and midnight wine. Every little thing inside this suite still whispers you were mine. The 808s hit beneath self-esteem. Empty champagne, cold glass against my hand. Empty champagne, nothing goes as planned. I remember rooftop conversations, blue lights glowing in your eyes. Now every skyline in the city feels haunted every night. Girls outside expensive parties, diamonds shining in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Baby, lonely hearts stay addicted to the people who ruin their lives. Neon roulette, still burning in my veins. Neon roulette, nothing feels the same. Your lipstick stain still on the mirror, cold against my fingertips. And every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The scents drift slow like city thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Empty champagne, still haunting every night. Empty champagne, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Neon roulette, still trapped inside my chest. Neon roulette, the lonely never rest. Velvet lies inside the bedroom, rain still falling past the hills. Your reflection in the mirror still gives my body chills. Black candles on the countertop, champagne dripping near the sink. Funny how we look so perfect while falling apart quicker than we think. Velvet light still running through my veins. Velvet light, nothing feels the same. Your leather jacket by the window still smells saintly like you smoke. Every little thing inside this mansion leaves me shattered and alone. The 808 shake beneath the silence, heavy like a broken soul. Every late night conversation still leaves an empty hole. Rain in Beverly Hills, cold wind against my skin. Rain in Beverly Hills, where does healing begin? I remember rooftops swimming, blue lights glowing on your face. Now every skyline in the city feels haunted by your trace. Girls outside expensive parties, diamonds shining in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to the people who ruin their lives. Velvet lights still trapped inside my mind. Velvet lights, the dangerous kind. Your lipstick stains still on the wine glass, cold against my fingertips. And every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The scents drift slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Rain in Beverly Hills, still haunting every night. Rain in Beverly Hills, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the ceiling, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Velvet lights still burning in my chest. Velvet lights, the lonely never rest. Chrome hearts on the bedside table, rain still falling through the night. Your reflection in the bathroom mirror still burns beneath the light. Black roses near the champagne bottles, lipstick stains upon the floor. Funny how we called it forever, then stopped speaking anymore. Chrome hearts still beating in my chest. Chrome hearts, the lonely never rest. Your perfume drifting through the hallway, mixed with smoke and red wine stains. Every little thing inside this penthouse still whispers your name. The 808s hit beneath the silence, heavy like a shattered dream. Every late night text between us still destroys my self-esteem. After midnight calls, still ringing in my mind. After midnight calls, the dangerous kind. I remember rooftop conversations, blue lights glowing in your eyes. Now every skyline in the city feels empty every night. Girl, against my fingertips, and every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The scents drift slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. After midnight calls, still haunting every night. After midnight calls, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yeah, never lets you go. Chrome hearts, still trapped inside my chest. Chrome hearts, the lonely never rest. Broken diamonds on the nightstand, moonlight dripping through the blinds. Your silhouette beside the window, still replaying in my mind. Black champagne across the marble, lipstick stains upon the glass. Funny how a love so reckless still became my favorite past. Broken diamonds, still shining in the dark. Broken diamonds, you left scars across my heart. Your perfume floating through the bedroom, mixed with smoke and midnight rain. Every little thing inside the suite still whispers your name. The 808 shade beneath the silence, heavy like a shattered soul. Every text I almost sent now still leaves an empty hole. Midnight room 22, cold sheets against my skin. Midnight room 22, where does healing begin? I remember rooftop conversations, blue lights glowing in your eyes. Now every skyline in the city feels empty every night. Girls outside the velvet parties, diamonds glowing in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to the people who destroy their lives. Broken diamonds, still burning in my veins. Broken diamonds, nothing feels the same. Your voice knows still inside my phone now, soft against the midnight air. And every little thing you left here still makes me wish you care. The scents drift slow like city thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Midnight room 22, still haunting every night. Midnight room 22, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind glass heart hotel on the freeway, neon glowing through the storm. Your reflection in the rear view, still pretending to be warm. Black lipstick on the pillowcase, champagne spilled across the floor. Funny how we kept surviving things that should've hurt before. Glass heart hotel, still echoing in my chest. Glass heart hotel, the lonely never rest. Your chain hanging near the mirror, cold against my fingertips. Every little thing you left here still tastes like your lips. The 808s shake beneath the silence, heavy like a sleepless soul. Every late night conversation still leaves an empty hole. Neon confessions whispered softly in the dark. Neon confessions, you left scars across my heart. I remember rooftop cigarettes, city lights beneath our feet. Now every skyline feels abandoned without your heartbeat next to me. Girls outside the velvet parties, diamonds glowing in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels like home. Maybe lonely souls stay broken, 'cause they hate sleeping alone. Glass heart hotel, still trapped inside my mind. Glass heart hotel, glass heart hotel, the dangerous kind. Your perfume still inside the bedsheets, mixed with smoke and red wine stains. And suddenly the room feels colder every time I say your name. The scents drift slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the suite. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beyond confession. Still haunting every night, beyond confession. Nothing feels right. Morning sunlight cross the ceiling, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Glass heart hotel, still burning in my chest. Glass heart hotel, the lonely never rest. Purple skyline through the window, rain still falling on the glass. Your reflection in the limousine, like a memory from the past. Black diamonds on the table, champagne bottles purple's half undone. Funny how a night can feel forever, then disappear before the sun. Purple skyline still burning in my veins. Purple skyline, nothing feels the same. Your perfume drifting through the leather, cold against the midnight air. Every little thing inside this car still whispers you were there. The bassline shakes beneath the silence, heavy like a shattered soul. Every late night text between us still leaves an empty hole. Empty limousine rolling slowly through downtown. Empty limousine, love keeps breaking down. I remember rooftop conversations, blue smoke drifting past your lips. Now every neon light reminds me of your fingertips. Girls outside the after parties, laughing underneath the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to the people who destroy their lives. Purple skyline still trapped inside my mind. Purple skyline, the dangerous kind. Your lipstick stain still on the wine glass, cold against my fingertips. And every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The scents drift slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the dark. Every chord sounds weak and empty, like tears falling in the dark. Empty limousine still haunting every night. Empty limousine, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the city, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury ride after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Purple skyline still burning in my chest. Purple skyline, the lonely never rest. Silver lipstick on the mirror, rain still dripping from your hair. Downtown lights across the window, like a dream that wasn't there. Your heels scattered near the doorway, black dress hanging from the chair. Funny how this empty penthouse still smells exactly like your perfume in the air. Silver lipstick still staining all my thoughts. Silver lipstick, love can't be bought. silence, heavy like a shattered heart. Every room inside the city still tears my soul apart. Downtown mirage, fading slowly in the rain. Downtown mirage, nothing feels the same. I remember rooftop dancing, blue smoke drifting through the night. Now every skyline feels abandoned without your body close to mine. Girls outside, expensive parties, diamonds glowing in their eyes. Everybody's chasing heaven while I replay our last goodbye. Maybe toxic love feels beautiful, 'cause it burns before it dies. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to chaos, dressed in paradise. Silver lipstick still burning on my skin. Silver lipstick, where does healing begin? Your voice note still inside my phone now, soft against the midnight air. And every little thing you left here still makes me wish you cared. The scents drift slow like city thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Downtown mirage, still haunting every night. Downtown mirage, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury rooftop after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Silver lipstick still trapped inside my chest. Silver lipstick, the lonely never rest. Neon reflections on the rooftop, cold wind moving through my hair. Your cigarette still burning slowly, like you're somehow standing there. Downtown sirens in the distance, blue lights bleeding through the rain. Everybody's chasing something while I'm drowning in your name. Neon addiction still running through my veins. Neon addiction, nothing feels the same. Your leather jacket on the sofa still smells faintly like your smoke. Funny how abandoned lovers leave behind the hardest ghost. The 808s hit beneath the silence, heavy like a shattered soul. Every text I almost send you still leaves an empty hole. Rooftop confessions echoing inside my head. Rooftop confessions, repeating what you said. I remember dancing in the kitchen, wine stains on your favorite shirt. Now every song inside the city only brings back all the hurt. Girls leaving clubs now. Diamonds glowing in the dark. Everybody looks alive tonight while I'm falling apart. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the pain becomes your drug. Maybe lonely hearts stay broken, 'cause heartbreak still feels like love. Neon addiction, still trapped inside my mind. Neon addiction, the dangerous kind. Your lipstick standing still on my whiskey glass, cold against my fingertips, and every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The scents drip slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the room. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like flowers dying too soon. Rooftop confessions, still haunting every night. Rooftop confessions, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every rooftop after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Neon addiction, still burning in my chest. Neon addiction, the lonely never rest. Velvet always. Velvet hallways in the hotel, black heels echo through the dark. Your missed calls lighting up my screen, like fire against my heart. City skyline through the windows, purple rain across the glass. Everybody leaves eventually, nothing beautiful ever lasts. Velvet hallways, cold shadows on my skin. Velvet hallways, where the loneliness begins. Your cologne still on the bedsheets, mixed with smoke and expensive wine. Funny how abandoned memories always show up after midnight. The baseline shakes beneath the silence, slow like thunder in my chest. Every thought about you lately never lets my body rest. Missed calls, still glowing in my phone. Missed calls, I hate being alone. I remember rooftop conversations, your hands wrapped around my waist. Now every club inside this city only reminds me of your face. Girls dancing underneath neon, diamonds shining in their eyes. But every song sounds broken lately, ever since our last goodbye. Maybe heartbreak wears designer leather, maybe sadness loves champagne. Maybe lonely souls stay toxic, 'cause pain feels easier than change. Velvet cold against my fingertips, and suddenly the room felt smaller. Still addicted to your lips. The scents drift slow like cigarette smoke, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds tight and empty, like ghosts dancing to the beat. Missed calls, still haunting every night. Missed calls, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight touched the curtains, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury hotel after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Velvet hallways, still trapped inside my chest. Velvet hallways, the lonely never rest. Moonlight falling on the dashboard, rain racing down the glass. Your red lipstick on my collar, like a memory that won't pass. Hotel roses dying slowly on the counter by the bed. We said things we didn't mean, now they replay inside my head. Moonlight damage still running through my veins. Moonlight damage, nothing feels the same. Your black dress laying near the window, high heels kicked onto the floor. Funny how one night can ruin everything you had before. The 808s hit beneath the silence, heavy like a broken heart. Every text you never answered still tears my world apart. Hotel roses, falling petals in the dark. Hotel roses, you left scars across my heart. I remember driving downtown, your hand wrapped around my arm. Now every neon light reminds me of temporary love and harm. Girls outside the clubs are laughing, smoke drifting through the rain. Everybody looks alive tonight while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels beautiful, 'cause it burns too fast to last. Maybe lonely souls stay addicted to the ghost inside their past. Moonlight damage still trapped inside my mind. Moonlight damage, the dangerous kind. I found your earrings near the bathtub, cold against my fingertips, and suddenly I stopped breathing, still addicted to your light cross the ceiling, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Moonlight damage still burning in my chest. Moonlight damage, the lonely never rest. Crystal ashes on the countertop, burning slowly in the dark. Your reflection in the window, still living inside my heart. Downtown traffic after midnight, red lights bleeding through the rain. Everybody's heading somewhere while I circle through the pain. Crystal ashes falling softly on my skin. Crystal ashes, where does healing begin? Your black leather on the sofa still smells faintly like your smoke. Funny how abandoned memories can leave somebody broke. The bass line moves beneath the silence, heavy like a sleepless soul. Every message left unanswered still leaves an empty hole. Downtown silence echoes underneath my chest. Downtown silence, the lonely never rest. I remember rooftop conversations, blue champagne and summer heat. Now every skyline in the city feels incomplete without your heartbeat. Girls outside the club are dancing, diamonds glowing in their eyes, but every song sounds dark and broken. Ever since our last goodbye, maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause it cuts so deep and slow. Maybe lonely hearts keep holding on, even after letting go. Crystal ashes still burning in my mind. Crystal ashes, the dangerous kind. Your lipstick stain still on my wine glass, cold against my fingertips, and every little thing you left here still tastes like a kiss. The scents drift slow like cigarette smoke, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds weak and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Downtown silence still drowning in the rain. Downtown silence, nothing feels the same. Morning sunlight across the ceiling, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every neon street after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet you go. Crystal ashes still trapped inside my chest. Crystal ashes, the lonely never rest. Lonely never rest. Black velvet rain across the window, city drowning under lights. Your silhouette beside the balcony still visits me at night. Empty glasses on the marble, perfume floating through the air. Funny how somebody leaves you, but their ghost stays everywhere. Black velvet rain falling heavy on my soul. Black velvet rain, I'm losing control. Your diamond chain beside the mirror, cold against my fingertips, and every memory tastes bitter. Still addicted to your lips. The 808 shake beneath the silence, heavy like a broken dream. Every room inside this penthouse still echoes with your scream. Ghost in the penthouse, still dancing through my head. Ghost in the penthouse, repeating things you said. I remember driving midnight highways, your heels resting on the dash. Now every neon sign reminds me how beautiful things crash. Girls outside the rooftop parties, laughing underneath the smoke. Everybody looks alive tonight, while I'm barely holding hope. Maybe toxic love feels endless, cause the pain becomes your home. Maybe lonely souls stay chasing people they should leave alone. Still burning in my face. Black velvet rain, nothing feels the same. Your lipstick stain still on the wine glass, half a cigarette remains, and suddenly the room grows colder, like heartbreak knows my name. The synths drift slow like city thunder, floating heavy through the suite. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like tears trapped inside the beat. Ghosts in the penthouse, still haunting every night. Ghosts in the penthouse, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the ceiling, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury room after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never let you go. Black velvet rain, still trapped inside my chest. Black velvet rain, the lonely never rest. Velvet thunder through the speakers, rain still dripping down the glass. your reflection in the doorway, like a ghost from my past. Cigarettes burning on the balcony, blue smoke floating through the sky. Funny how we promise forever, then disappear without goodbye. Velvet thunder, still shaking through my veins. Velvet thunder, nothing feels the same. Your black heels near the bathtub, champagne stains upon the floor. Every little thing inside is sweet, makes me miss you more. The 808s hit beneath the silence, heavy like a broken dream. Every late night conversation still tears apart my self-esteem. Cigarettes on the sunset, still glowing in the dark. Cigarettes on the sunset, you left scars across my eyes. I remember rooftop dancing, city lights beneath your eyes. Now every skyline in this city feels abandoned every night. Girls outside the luxury parties, diamonds glowing in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels beautiful, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Maybe lonely souls stay addicted to the people who ruin their lives. Velvet thunder, still trapped inside my mind. Velvet thunder, the dangerous kind. Your lipstick stain still on the wine glass, cold against my fingertips. And every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The synth drift slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the room. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like flowers dying too soon. Cigarettes on the sunset, still haunting every night. Cigarettes on the sunset, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every rooftop after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Velvet thunder, still burning in my chest. Velvet thunder, the lonely never rest. Smoke curls slow above the table, neon melting on your skin. Half-drunk glasses by the window, like we both knew this would end. The saxophone cried in the corner, soft enough to break the room. Everybody dancing closely while my heart came undone too soon. You wore black silk and silver earrings, lipstick stained against the glass, looking like a beautiful secret already turning into the past. Velvet cigarettes burning soft softly in the dark. Velvet cigarettes, you left ashes on my heart. Rain kept falling on the city, taxi lights blurred into gold. You traced circles on my fingers like goodbye was getting old. The bartender wiped empty tables without looking in my eyes. Guess heartbreak looks familiar in places open late at night. The piano moves like slow confession. Every chord falls warm and blue, like lonely souls still reaching for somebody they once knew. Blue champagne, bitter on my tongue tonight. Blue champagne, nothing feels right. You whisper softly, we got distant, while jazz floated through the air. Funny how people say forever, then vanish like they were never there. Outside, strangers kiss beneath umbrellas. Inside, I sat frozen still, watching your reflection fading past the windows on the hill. Maybe love becomes exhaustion after too many sleepless nights. Maybe lonely hearts keep dancing just to survive the quiet. Velvet cigarettes still glowing in my mind. Velvet cigarettes, the dangerous kind. At closing time, the lights grew brighter. Music slowly faded low. You grabbed your coat beside the doorway, and I already knew you'd go. Your perfume stayed inside the booth seat, mixed with whiskey, smoke, and rain. And suddenly the whole damn city started sounding like your name. Blue champagne still shaking in my chest. Blue champagne, blue never rest. Morning crept across the skyline, gray against the avenue. I walked home through empty sidewalks, still half in love with you. And every late night jazz piano still pulls me back somehow. 'Cause heartbreak sounds much softer when nobody's around. Velvet cigarettes never really fade away. Velvet cigarettes, some people stay. Neon lights bleed through the curtains, purple shadows on my skin. Phone still glowing in the darkness, waiting for your name again. The city sounds tired tonight, sirens fading down the block. I keep replaying old voice messages like they could turn back clocks. Your hoodie hanging by the mirror still smells faintly like your smoke. Funny how abandoned little things can leave a person broke. Neon tears falling slowly after midnight. Neon tears. conversations till the words all start to blur. You used to call me every evening, now silence answers first. There's cold coffee on the nightstand, ashes in the kitchen sink, and every song inside this apartment hurts too much to even think. The piano drips like heavy rainwater, soft against exhausted walls. Every note sounds half alive now, like a heart right before it falls. Empty messages still lighting up my screen. Empty messages like you never really leave. I drove past your street at 2 a.m., windows dark against the sky. Part of me kept slowing down, like you'd run outside this time. A girl laughed outside the liquor store, holding tightly to his hand, and suddenly the whole damn world felt impossible to stand. Maybe heartbreak looks like insomnia, maybe love becomes a ghost. Maybe lonely people text I miss you, then delete it before it's close. Neon tears still shining in my eyes. Neon tears, love slowly dies. The bassline shakes beneath the silence, like thunder under skin. I dance alone inside the bedroom, trying not to break again. Your last picture still saved in favorites, summer hair and ocean breeze. Now every memory feels colder than empty city streets. Empty messages still haunting every night. Empty messages, I'm losing every fight. Morning creeps across the skyline, blue against the bedroom wall. Another sleepless night behind me, another night I almost called. And every glowing neon billboard still reminds me of your face. How somebody can disappear but never leave a place. Neon tears still running down my soul. Neon tears, some wounds never let go. Rain kept sliding down the windows, streetlights drowning in the haze. Backseat filled with quiet breathing and things we couldn't say. The driver asked me where I'm going, I just whispered anywhere. 'Cause every road inside this city still somehow leads to you somewhere. Your perfume stayed inside my jacket, mixed with smoke and late night air. Funny how love leaves fingerprints long after nobody's there. Midnight taxi, rolling slowly through the rain. Midnight taxi, nothing feels the same. Jazz plays softly through the speakers, old love songs in faded tones, the kind that sound like empty apartments and sleeping all alone. I watched strangers through the windows, holding hands beneath umbrellas, while my heart kept breaking quietly at every red light color. The road's piano drips like whiskey, warm and heavy through the dark. Every note sounds half exhausted, like somebody missing parts. Last goodbye still echoes in my chest. Last goodbye, the lonely never rest. You said maybe we got distant, maybe timing killed the flame, but I still hear your voice at midnight, calling softly through the rain. There's lipstick stains upon my coffee cup from the night before you left. Now every tiny little memory feels impossible to forget. Maybe heartbreak sounds like traffic passing slowly after 2. Maybe lonely people keep driving, trying to outrun the truth. Midnight taxi still circling downtown streets. Midnight taxi where sadness and neon beat. The city skyline looked like fire, blue and purple in the storm. Inside I wrap my arms around me, trying to remember warmth. Your last text still pinned above me. Hope someday you'll be okay, but some words stay unfinished forever, no matter what we say. Last goodbye, still shaking in my veins. Last goodbye, lovely stains. Morning slowly touch the highway, gray against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another night love died. And every passing yellow taxi still reminds me of your face, how someone can leave your life forever, yet never leave a place. Midnight taxi still driving through my soul. Midnight taxi, some wounds never let go. Blue motel sign outside the window, buzzing softly through the rain. Your black hoodie on the dresser, still carrying your name. Empty bottles near the bathtub, lipstick stains upon the glass. We were toxic from the beginning, still addicted to the crash. Blue motel, cold sheets and midnight fights. Blue motel, love dies slow at night. You said I was too emotional, I said you never cared enough. Now we're drowning in the silence, trying hard to call it love. 808 shake beneath the heartbeat, like thunder inside my chest. Every memory feels dangerous, believing hurts the best. Broken kisses taste like whiskey and regret. Broken lights cross the curtains, red and blue against your face. For a second you look perfect, then disappear without a trace. Outside strangers smoked in parking lots, half asleep beneath the storm. Inside I wrap myself in blankets, trying to remember warmth. Maybe love becomes addiction, maybe pain turns into home. Maybe lonely girls stay too long, even after they should go. Blue motel, still glowing in my mind. Blue motel, the dangerous kind. I found your chain beside a nightstand, cold against my shaking hands. Funny how abandoned objects still ruin all my plans. The scents drift slow like cigarette smoke, floating heavy through the room. Every note sounds half alive now, like flowers dying too soon. Broken kisses still burning on my skin. Broken kisses, I lose myself again. Morning crept across the curtains, gray against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind us, another place where love died. And every cheap motel off highways still reminds me of your touch. How somebody can destroy you while making you feel too much. Blue motel, still trapped inside my soul. Blue motel, some wounds never let go. Yeah. Red lights glowing through the hallway, high heels echo on the floor. Your voice note playing in my headphones, like you're standing by the door. The lounge downstairs still open, jazz and whiskey fill the air. Everybody touching somebody, while I pretend I do not care. Crimson lounge, velvet shadows on my skin. Crimson lounge, where the heartbreak settles in. You said I love too deeply, I said you never stayed enough. Now we're strangers in the same city, calling temporary things love. The bassline moves beneath the silence, slow like smoke across the room. Every memory tastes expensive, like perfume fading too soon. Still shaking in my phone. I hate sleeping alone. I remember rooftop conversations, summer rain inside your hair. Now every midnight feels colder since your ghost stopped living there. Black cars passing by the windows, neon bleeding on the walls. And every song inside this lounge sounds like the night we fell apart. Maybe heartbreak Heartbreak wears designer jackets. Maybe lonely girls drink slow. Maybe some people leave forever, but never really go. Crimson lounge still burning in my mind. Crimson lounge, the dangerous kind. Your lipstick stain still on my collar, cold against my fingertips. Funny how abandoned little things still taste like your lips. The synth drifts off like city rainfall, floating heavy through the dark. Every chord sounds half exhausted, like a dying little spark. Still haunting every night. Voice notes, nothing feels right. Morning light touched all the bottles, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every smoky jazz bar after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Crimson lounge, still trapped inside my chest. Crimson lounge, the lonely never rest. Tokyo, rain lights on the freeway, blue reflections on your face. GPS still saying home, but we got lost somewhere in space. Chrome buildings through the windows, taxi drifting through the storm. Funny how a crowded city can still make you feel alone. Tokyo rain lights still glowing in my veins. Tokyo rain lights, nothing feels the same. Your black nails on the dashboard, silver rings against my hand. Every little thing about you still hurts me more than I planned. The 808 shake beneath the silence, heavy like a broken soul. Every late night drive together still leaves an empty hole. Broken GPS still circling through my mind. Broken GPS, the dangerous kind. I remember rooftop karaoke, neon signs above our heads. Now every alley in this city repeats the things we never said. Girls outside the after hours clubs, laughing underneath pink lights. Everybody's chasing heaven while I'm surviving sleepless nights. Maybe toxic love feels endless, 'cause the chaos feels alive. Maybe lonely hearts stay addicted to the people who ruin their lives. Tokyo rain lights still trapped inside my chest. Tokyo rain lights, the lonely never rest. Your voice notes still inside my headphones, soft against the midnight air. And every little thing you left here still makes me wish you care. The synths drift slow like digital thunder, floating heavy through the dark. Every chord sounds cold and empty, like neon breaking through my heart. Broken GPS, still haunting every night. Broken GPS, nothing feels right. Morning sun and sun and sun and sun. Morning sunlight touch the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every rainy street after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yet never lets you go. Tokyo rain lights still burning in my chest. Tokyo rain lights, the lonely never rest. Midnight perfume on the pillow, rain still falling past the glass. Your silhouette beside the balcony, like a memory that won't pass. City lights drowning in the distance, blue smoke floating through the air. Funny how somebody leaves you, but their ghost stays everywhere. Midnight perfume, still trapped inside my skin. Midnight perfume, where does healing begin? Your black heels near the doorway, half empty bottle of red wine. Every little thing inside this room still whispers you are mine. The bassline moves beneath the silence, heavy like a broken dream. Every text I never answered still haunts me in between. Rain on the balcony, cold wind against my chest. Rain on the balcony, the lonely never rests. I remember late night conversations, hands wrapped softly around me. Now every rooftop in the city feels too empty to breathe. Girls outside the velvet nightclub, diamonds glowing in the rain. Everybody's chasing pleasure while I'm drowning in the pain. Maybe toxic love feels endless, cause it burns too deep to fade. Maybe lonely souls stay addicted to the chaos that they made. Rain on the balcony, still falling every night. Rain on the balcony, nothing feels right. Your lipstick stains still on the wine glass, cold against my fingertips. And every little thing you left here still tastes like your kiss. The scents drip slow like midnight thunder, floating heavy through the sweet. Every chord sounds dark and empty, like heartbreak trapped inside the beat. Rain on the balcony, still falling every night. Rain on the balcony, nothing feels right. Morning sunlight across the skyline, gold against exhausted eyes. Another sleepless night behind me, another place where love died. And every luxury rooftop after midnight still reminds me of your soul. How somebody leaves forever, yeah, never lets you go. Midnight perfume, still trapped inside my skin, midnight perfume, the lonely never ends.